Hi, howdy, welcome back. If you're looking at the video title of this, I am looking at a brand called Karity and their palette, Come As You Are. I was actually really excited by this. That is the topic of today. If this is your first time here, feel free to reach down and hit like. If this is not your first time here, feel free to reach down and subscribe, either or, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Now, this is how I know Facebook and Instagram are spying on me. As soon as I start this channel and as soon as I start joining a couple beauty sites, because I'm like in some beauty chat groups, it's like, you know, suddenly I start gaining all these ads for makeup, and most of them I ignore, but it's popping up on both. Most of them I ignore. I did not ignore this one. I don't know if it was the Nirvana music or the Nirvana theme or the 90s theme, but it made me pause. I love Nirvana. Like, I am old enough to remember when Nirvana was big and first came out, and I'm not gonna lie, I miss that music. I miss Nirvana. I really wonder what would have happened if he had not killed himself. But that's neither here nor there, is it? So, let's see if I can adjust myself to make myself a little closer to this camera. And let's take a look at this palette. There we go. I want you guys stuck seeing only part of things. This is the palette. And this is based on the grunge movement of the 90s. It's supposed to be inspired. And then the name of the colors are so 90s. Like, so 90s. I was like, oh my God. I feel nostalgic and yet sad all at once. We've got Ugh, Riot, Seattle, Drew, Deja Vu, Gwen, Dank, Cool Beans, Psych, Tattletale, What's Up, Live, Oh Snap, Duh, and Bogus. I remember saying all those. I remember being old enough to care about this. I'm not gonna lie, I loved Nirvana. I rocked the flannel. Now I'm going to give some swatches. I'm not gonna swatch all of these because this is 15 colors, but I am gonna give a review of it, and we're gonna try out an eye with it because I was curious enough to stop, back up, and purchase this. So I am not gonna lie, I was really, really excited to see this. And it's not just because I still live in 90s music. And no, not all one-hit wonders. I do have some of the longer stuff. But you know what? What we're going to do is we're gonna try out a couple of my favorites. We got a little bit of a sparkle one. And then Dank, Seattle, Psych, and even Bogus. Okay, so we got some mattes. We got some shimmers. Let's see what we got going here. Okay, this is our shimmer. It's actually soft, a little bit more pigmented than I thought. I think I only paid, this was not an expensive palette. I don't think I even paid $30 for this palette. It was not expensive. It was actually fairly reasonably priced for the sheer number of shadows you're getting. This is really soft. Like, surprisingly soft. Not what I would call, okay, that was Seattle. Seattle was basically like a nudie mauve. And you can see it better on my arm. There we go. And then we've got Psych, which is the neon yellow. Oh! Trying to decide if I'm gonna be brave enough for neon yellow today. This might be the one color in the pan that I would never use. And then this is the black that goes with the pan. You know what? Between the red and the black and the mustard yellow, this is so grunge from the 90s, like it almost hurts. Like, I still have all of my flannels. I still wear my flannels. I do miss the music. But that actually came out really pretty. Really soft. What is this made with? Talc, mica. Okay, it seems to be a blended mix. It's not one or the other. It seems to be a blended mix. However, and I'm going to shout this out, this is cruelty-free. I didn't know cruelty-free had a unicorn as a symbol, but there we are. Vegan. And it's got a 24-month lifespan, which is actually quite a bit longer than a lot of other brands. It's definitely longer than, I think, what's listed on, I know it's longer than Fenty. Fenty's only listed for 9 months. Pat McGrath, I think, is only listed for 18. This is listed at 24. Something tells me this is gonna be one of those palettes I keep a while. That's going to last a long, long while. Okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Okay. We're going to try an eye style with the mustard, the green, the orange. I'm still trying to decide if I want to bring in the shimmer green. I guess we're going to see. Pardon my skin, it's still healing from attempting Charlotte Tilbury in a mask. Like, her moisturizer definitely broke me out. But it was only where the mask sat. So I'm not sure it's really her moisturizer that broke me out so much as living in a hot, sweaty, wet, like gross mask for 8 hours a day, how many days a week. And I did try out, trying to give you guys a decent view. I'm trying not to screw you on this. Mask for 8 hours a day for a week, and I was trying it out for a week because I did want to give an honest review of how it wore, and it did wear well. It's just, while we're in COVID, I will be avoiding moisturizer altogether, apparently, because between that and my own hot breath and bacteria from breathing, clearly it's just causing an issue. Now this is not an expensive palette. Karity. Karity. Like, they have some really pretty options I noticed on there, but those were not what I noticed first. It was this palette. So we're going to try it out because I'm a nerd. God, I'm a nerd. Okay, we're gonna start off with Cool Beans in the orange. We're going to see what we can come up with on this. I like to think I have makeup skills, but I would be lying. I have, ooh. Okay, this is a little bit drier than I'm used to, but to be fair, I am used to like Charlotte Tilbury and Pat McGrath and stuff. But the color payoff is definitely there. I kind of feel like I need a different brush though. No, yeah, this is a little drier. You can tell it's, honestly, this is the first time I've really run into talc and mica mixed like this. It's not bad. Let's do both eyes. Okay. Now I am now saving up to get a somewhat better camera, at least ones that have a decent review that are in my price range, because I got comments on Instagram and this that were like a little bit of close-up would be nice, a little bit of higher quality would be nice, and I agree, totally super duper agree. Like, so everybody that said that, thank you. Everybody that even responded, thank you. It's actually a really pretty orange, and I don't usually rock orange unless it's fall. So we're gonna try that out. Okay, and next we're going to buff in a little of Riot, the mustard yellow. Let's see how that looks. Right up here on the edge. And actually this company, after it delivered, emailed me and was like, post pictures of what you come up with. I don't usually have companies give a crap if I post a picture or what my review is. Like, they weren't worried about my review, they just seemed to want to see what I would come up with, which is actually nice to have a little bit of outreach from one of these companies. Like, they've got some really pretty options. Like, they've got ones that are nudes. They've got one that's like a rosy pink. And honestly, if you're looking for a cute pinky, like if you've been on the Charlotte Tilbury craze and the Divine Rose craze, I would say some of the colors and the performance that I'm seeing in this, you might really want to hop on over to this site because they do have a palette over there that does have a lot of the neutrals and pinks. Okay. I feel like we're going green. I think we're going for dank. Dank, and what's up? And we're gonna see how that looks. Because I really want to try out this green. Like, my Melt Cosmetics experience was so bad that I'm looking for a green palette that will not disappoint me. Okay, I like that. I was not expecting that. I think we're gonna have to take pictures of this and put it on our Instagram. Just because I feel like I should have some black eyeliner, possibly under my eye as well, and a flannel on. I'm not gonna lie, I have a collection of flannels. I wear them in the winter, and I mean collection. I collect flannel patterns. It's a silly, weird thing, but when you live far enough north, you can absolutely get away with this, okay? And that's literally what I'm doing, is getting away with being far enough north where it's like, look at me in my flannel and my sensible shoes, you can't say anything. It goes with the winter and the fall. Okay. Okay, this blends, like I said, it's a little drier than I'm used to, but it's not bad. I actually like this a lot. Like, let's see if I change the lighting a little bit, if you guys can get a little bit of a better look at this. We're gonna look up at the top mirror too. Yep, saving up for a better camera. Don't worry, guys, I'm hoping to afford it in the future. It's gonna take me a little while though. Okay, I like this. Okay, now we've got, let's try, what's up? The sparkle shade, it's a shimmer shade. Like, these colors went on pretty, and I feel like they're actually applying a little bit better than they swatched. Let's just put it in the center. Now, one thing I am noticing about applying this is I've had like no fallout so far. Like, no fallout. This has got a low fallout. This is nice. Like, this brand is really bringing it. And I'm liking that. Okay, fall is coming. I'm going to be living in this palette. Just for grins and giggles, we're going to underline the eye. Possibly in the orange. Possibly. I know I don't underline my eye often. It's because I do have a small wrinkle set under there. See it? The way it sits. And I don't necessarily like pointing that out. But I feel like a little bit of orange might not look so bad there. Come as you are. I've literally had Nirvana stuck in my head for 2 days now since I got this palette. And it's not that I didn't want to make this video before now, it's just I've been really super busy at work. By the time I come home, it's like a crash landing. Trying to get the contacts to center. So, I've never been a big orange person, but I'm loving this. Let's put on some mascara, stand up, and look in a light, slightly better lit spot. Like, maybe I should get some black eyeliner out. I do have black eyeliner. Okay, I am absolutely stunned by this palette so far. I've got no fallout. The colors blended beautifully. I'm loving the look that I've gotten with this. And there are so many freaking options. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably going to be singing 90 songs the entire time I'm applying this thing, over and over again. Okay, let's stand up. Let's see how it looks. Let's get a slightly better lighting. I like that. Oh my God. Okay, Karity, you got a new customer. Like, wow. I'm blowing, you blew this out of the water. I like this. And I feel like I should have my flannel on. Okay, final thoughts on this palette. Like, I'm friggin' in love with this. I was not expecting that. Like, I was not expecting to like this as much as I do. The green is beautiful. It's like that olivey green I love. The colors blended beautifully. I'm not even hating the orange underneath my eyes. And I think it's really, I really try to lean towards colors that I know are going to pop the green in my eyes. And I think this is really doing it. Let's see if I can, hold up. Let's see if I can turn off this lighting a little bit more. Okay, that might have been a mistake. I like that. Okay, all I can say is, guys, go to this website, Karity. Like, Karity. It's friggin' amazing. I love this. Shit. And it really does pop the green in the eyes. Like, I might just scare my coworkers and come in orange tomorrow. It's not exactly what you call the work professional look, but this is not a bad look. I'm loving this. Flannel. Okay, Fall, you're gonna have to get here quicker. I like this. Like, I am amazed by this. And this was not an expensive palette. This was actually a pretty cheap palette, especially compared to some of the others I buy. This is a pretty cheap palette, and I get the feeling I will be ordering from this company again, probably a couple more times. Okay, guys. All I can say is have a nice night. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Masks. Social distancing. Be safe. Be smart and be safe. And be nice to your essential workers. Thank you for taking the time on this. Loving this. Thank you. Night.